Now, before watching this video, make sure you watch the video on email funnels because that video is going to have everything that's pertinent. That video is going to have everything that you need to include in your emails. This video is going to focus on the technical side of your platform. So obviously on this, we haven't actually connected a domain yet, but you want to do this so that your email marketing campaigns actually have like, your website. So it shows up as verified on Google as well. Gmail, and so many people have Gmail emails that we're going to be sending them to, but Gmail really likes verified domains. So make sure you have that done. Now, we talked about in the last video on this platform how you can add leads to a specific email list, and all of that is going to be pertinent here. So first of all, you have your statistics here, so subscribers, your total email sent. You're going to start off with like 1,000, so it's more than enough for you to start generating sales. So don't worry about increasing limits right now. Then you can go to campaign. So this is where a campaign is one email, right? So it's like if you have a big release, like a winter collection, and you want to send it to everybody in your list, you can do that here. And it doesn't need to be everybody. It can be like customers only, but it's just one email being sent out to everyone. That's an email blast. Then you have automations. This is the power feature right here. And it's so powerful on this platform. I absolutely love it because you can make different automations. And what I mean by that is you can have one automation so there's one already made here. It's like abandoned cart. This one is obviously being sent automatically to someone who adds a product to their cart and then leaves your website. If they add a product to your cart, they also give their email. And if they leave and don't complete that checkout phase, they're going to be sent an email to get the customer to come back and finish their purchase, right? So that's an example of an email automation because it's sent out automatically. You don't need to like go in and look for people who abandoned checkout. It's done, automated, your hands off. Another kind of automation can be a thank you or a customer purchase automation, like we kind of talked about in the last video, where if a customer makes a purchase and it's like, for example, beard care or like beard oil, where a customer needs to buy that, for example, every 3 months, or maybe it's every 1 month because it's a small bottle. Then after that first month is over, so if a customer purchases it today, you can set the first automation to go out after 30 days. And that first automation can be like a 10% restocking coupon. So the customer gets 10% off that week if they go back and purchase the product again because they need to refill. So something like that you can do as well. So you can create a bunch of different automation lines for a bunch of different customer segments. And like we already talked about segments in the last video, you can add this, specific tags to the customers, whether they're leads, whether they're buyers, whether they're people who have abandoned cart. You can do really technical things here, but let's go ahead and focus on blank automation. I'm going to call it tester. Now this is going to be the same as we talked about in the email funnel video previously, but I'm just going to talk about it on this platform because this platform is arguably so much easier, but also it's just so much better. So there's analytics and goals. So this is where you can set a goal, where you want to get to, what leads you want, or what number of leads you want, whatever your goal is here. You can set that. Obviously, we don't have anything running, but this first step is your automation. You have no triggers. It says right here, you currently have no triggers. We can make a trigger, and a trigger is basically what sets off the automation for a specific person. So for us, it's super easy. Add it to a list. Select your list. We already have that one list, right? We have that tester. Remember this one that we made in the last video? This is the list that someone is added to when they give us their email on the landing page. So they're automatically added here, confirm, and that's it. So one list selected, tester, and that's it. So you currently have one trigger. Now, every time someone gives us their email and is added to that list, this automation, this whole page is going to trigger, and it's whatever we want to add here. So this next one, we can do something. First of all, delay. This is something that we want to do for the first one. Delay with a specific amount of time. Yeah, let's go ahead and see days, hours, minutes. Let's do minutes. Let's do a 5-minute delay. So delay 5 minutes. What this means is that after a customer gives us their email, It's going to wait 5 minutes, and then it's going to do this, whatever we choose. All of these are available. Trigger a webhook. That's awesome. This is a new feature. Oh, okay, it's coming soon. Okay, that's awesome. That's more technical. You don't need to worry about that right now. So what we want to do is send an email. Enter your subject line from, and so I'm just going to go ahead and say test. Adding property means like adding the customer's first name or the last name. This is literally going to pull information from your lead. But because on our lead form, we don't ask for first name, last name. Remember, we want to keep it as fast as possible. We just want their email and then they can go, right? So we don't wait and have them type in their first name and last name. We don't have all of that information. So don't worry about that. But it is important if you do send it to someone who's a buyer, that someone who's bought from your website has given you their first name, last name, they've given you their address and all of that, so you can really personalize these emails even though they're automated. So we can just say bold, and then add that email. Obviously I'm just giving a sample here, so don't worry about that. And then reply to address is also usually going to be the same. Now look at that. All of these are email templates that you can use and start filling in. Now, what you're going to fill them in with is exactly what we talked about in the previous video. So definitely go check out that email funnels video, but it's all really going to be the exact same thing. You can also save templates if you want or start blank, but I just say just use the templates. It's a lot easier. Just make sure the colors are unified. So if you have a brand that's really green and black, or if you have a brand that's green and maybe a light brown, keep those colors in the emails as well. You absolutely can. And make sure that all of the buttons in your email, like we say in the previous video, every button needs to be going back to the buy now page or a product page or the store page or something like that to get someone to buy your product. Obviously focus on making it giving them that fast delivery. Talk about fast deliveries, talk about the return policy, talk about lifetime warranties, all of these things, all of these guarantees, if they're applicable to you, talk about them, add them in your email, because all of that is going to help. So that's an email. So say once that email is there, that's going to be your first one. Then you can add another delay for another day, add another email, add another delay, add another email. And like we talked about in the email funnels video, you want to have emails for at least like a month, going out on the daily or every other day, not just all buy products but also value based emails as well, those lead emails that people want to open because it's interesting to them. And then obviously hit save. Don't forget to hit save. Let's go ahead, type bold in and save that. Okay, and bold 141, obviously make that right. But then you want to turn it on here. So this is now running. Okay, so zero waiting basically means people who have given us their email but haven't actually gotten that first email yet from us. And then I can go ahead and turn it off, which I'm going to do just now. So that's that. This is one automation now. For example, for us, it's people who sign up on the landing page. You can make more, guys. You can make more email automations here, and this is an incredibly powerful tool that people pay a lot of money for. It's actually very expensive. Now you have all of these subscribers. It's kind of like subscriber management, where you'll see your subscribers here. Obviously, go ahead and watch this video. It'll help you out. You can have lists then. So these are the lists that I made, the tester. You can add different lists for, again, buyers, for abandoned carters, for landing page, sign uppers. And if you have different funnels and different landing pages, then you can have a specific list for every single landing page. So you can do that. And I just want to make sure, can I? Yeah, I can duplicate a automation funnel as well, and then I can have two different funnels, and then I can change one thing up if it's like someone coming from a separate landing page and most of the emails are going to be the same, but I want to make a few tweaks. I can clone it and then I can make the tweaks, and I don't have to make a bunch of emails again. That is awesome. Then you have system emails. Don't worry about this. This is more like systemized things, and these are kind of already done in a standard sense. So for example, if a customer makes a new order, product picture is going to be there, the product name is going to be there, order title, order number, and then all of the customers information is automatically going to fill here. So I will say don't make any changes to this unless you're sure, unless you know what you're doing and you're comfortable with this platform. And a bunch of email templates that we already saw, and then settings are going to be here. When you add your domain, it's going to be verified there. So that is the email automation platform when it comes to what you're using. It's super easy to use. There's a bunch more features that are absolutely essential. There's a bunch of features that are just random and dumb from other email providers, and those emails are generally going to end up in like spam or promotions. If your emails are focusing on value-based content, you're going to get a good rep on Gmail and Google, and they're just going to start pushing your emails to the inbox, the primary inbox, and that's where you want to be. So with that, we're gonna meet you back in the next video where we talk about Facebook ads. And now that we have our landing page done, now that we have our emails ready and running, and again, guys, once you have this email, send it to your mentor. Once you have the funnel done, send the funnel or the link to your mentor. They'll go over all of your emails, every single one of them, and make sure that they're actually good. And if any changes are required, they'll let you know exactly what to do. That's the whole point. And then we can move forward with our Facebook ads creation.